Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, and how do you do? Hello everyone, it's Charlie, and this week our theme is space. So we're gonna have 2 stories, 1 craft, and a song. So let's start.
Who Stole the Stellosphere? Written by Greg Johnson, adapted by Bill Scollon, and published by Disney Press. Miles wants to go on the adventure orb. First, he must clean his room. It looks perfect. Miles feels bad. He did not clean his room. It was a hologram. He tried to fool his mom. Mom is not happy. Miles cannot go on the adventure orb yet. First, he must really clean his room. Gadfly is a robber. He stole the rift drive. It makes the ship go really fast. Miles' uncle, Joe, is a space guard. He catches bad guys. Give it up, Gadfly, he says. Buzz off, says Gadfly. Gadfly flies to the adventure orb. Joe follows him. Miles' family goes to the adventure orb too, but Miles stays on the ship. Poor Miles, says Loretta. Gadfly enters the adventure orb. Joe almost sees him. Gadfly has to hide. Gadfly looks for a new spaceship. He peeks into the Stellosphere. Anyone aboard, he says. Miles does not hear him. Gadfly wants to go home. His planet is far away. He wants to use the rift drive. Miles feels the ship take off. Why are we leaving, he asks. Joe sees the Stellosphere fly away. Then he sees the Castillo family. Somebody stole the Stellosphere, Mom cries. She tries to tell Miles. Screech! The signal is jammed. It's Gadfly, Joe says. Everyone goes to Joe's spaceship. They will chase the ship. They will catch Gadfly. But if Gadfly uses the rift drive, they will not be able to catch him. We might never see Miles again, says Loretta. Don't worry, says Mom. I'll find him. Go faster, Sheila, says Gadfly. I'm Stella, the computer says. So, we're alone. Incorrect, says Stella. Gadfly sees Miles on a holo screen. If the space guard does not stop you, I will, says Miles. Gadfly makes the holo goons. They find that kid, he says, then take the rift drive to the engine room. The rift drive is ready. Turn it on, Stella, says Gadfly, but the computer cannot do it. The switch is in the control room. Power up, Merc, says Miles. He gives the Merc boost bites. A goon runs in. Merc spits the booster bites at him. They go through the goon's power ring, and the goon disappears. Ballistic. More goons run in. Laserang, launch, Miles says. The laserang flies through one of the goons' rings. Then it loops back through one more. One by one the goons disappear. Nothing but hoop, says Miles. Miles finds Gadfly. Give us our ship back, says Miles. Buzz off, says Gadfly. Gadfly reaches for the switch, but Miles shuts off the gravity. Gadfly floats away. No, 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 he says. The space guard catches up to the ship. Sensational. Joe has a treat for the Castillos. A day at the adventure orb. You too, Miles, says Mom. You can finish cleaning later. Last-tastic.
5 little astronauts flying in the stars. The first one said, "Let's go to Mars." The second one said, "There are comets in the air." The third one said, "I see an alien over there." The fourth one said, "Let's soar up the sky." The fifth one said, "Let's go up really high." Then whoosh went the spaceship. Buckle up tight, and the 5 little astronauts zoomed out of sight.
Snoopy, the First Beagle on the Moon, by Charles M. Schulz, illustrated by Robert Pope, and published by Simon Spotlight. Snoopy, the world-famous astronaut, has a mission. He's going to travel into space and find water in the moon. First, Snoopy must prepare for his trip. I need to wear a space helmet, Snoopy tells Woodstock. Woodstock hands him a baseball cap. Well, yes, sort of like that, Snoopy sniffs. Snoopy finds a real space helmet and a spacesuit. He also packs some snacks. Next, Snoopy does a safety check on his doghouse. Safety is always the most important part of a mission. Finally, Snoopy sits in his doghouse and prepares for the launch. All systems are go, he says. Woodstock chirps at Snoopy. Snoopy understands him perfectly. Okay, Snoopy says, I will bring you back a present from the moon. Woodstock chirps the countdown. 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff. Snoopy launches higher and higher into the sky. The view is very beautiful. After a while, Snoopy lands safely on the moon. I did it! I'm the first Beagle on the moon, Snoopy says. I beat everybody. I even beat the cat who lives next door. Then Snoopy sees someone walking towards him. Who is it? Could it be an alien? It's not an alien, it's his brother Spike. The brothers are thrilled to see each other. Are we on the moon? Snoopy asks. I thought you lived in Needles. Spike does not know, but he does know that his shop sells a snow globe with a moon inside. Snoopy buys the snow globe, and it will make a nice gift for Woodstock. Spike joins Snoopy on his mission. Spike finds a strange rock. Snoopy collects dust. They cannot find any water, though. After a while, Snoopy and Spike are tired. They decide to take a break and eat some dog treats. Snoopy wants to picnic inside the shiny crater, but he looks more closely, and the crater is covered in ice. Ice is frozen water, Snoopy says. I did it! I found water on the moon. My shop sells water bottles, you know, Spike says, but Snoopy tells him water bottles and ice are not the same thing. Snoopy collects some ice samples and now his mission is complete. He says goodbye to Spike and begins his return to Earth. Here is the world-famous astronaut returning from the moon. 239,000 miles through space, Snoopy thinks. Then Snoopy's stomach grumbles and he realizes that Earth is still very far away. What if he misses dinner? After a while, Snoopy lands safely in Charlie Brown's backyard. Woodstock loves the new snow globe. Snoopy's stomach grumbles again. Then Charlie Brown opens his door. Snoopy, it's dinner time, he calls. I gave you a little extra food, Charlie Brown says. I thought you might be hungry after exploring the moon. It's good to be back home, Snoopy thinks, just in time for dinner. Turn the page to learn more about the moon, Snoopy's space gear, and the long relationship between Peanuts and NASA.
So for this week's craft, it's a little bit similar to last week, but this time we have space. So we have two templates. We got this one and this one that are linked to the video. So with that, you can draw your planets, cut them, then put them on a black or blue carton, and you can place them wherever you want. I put the sun first and the planet around it, but you can do your own universe. Alright, so that's it for this week. We'll be seeing you next week with more stories and more craft. Have a good one.